Okay, there we go. Now we're running. Hey, gosh. I was talking to myself there for a while, and well, I do that a lot. I did that for a living when I was a radio DJ, talk to myself, right? Yeah, no one in the room, and yet you realize you're talking to so many people. That takes some getting used to. Yeah, I know it sounds like it would be easy, but it isn't. Because you don't have a reaction from the people. Delayed reaction sometimes. If at all. But I was going to say, I had the best time yesterday. I DJ'd a cruise night for the good folks at Quality Automotive in Blairstown, New Jersey, right along Route 94, behind the Valero station. Now they did, let's see, as of yesterday, they had done 2. This would have been the 3rd one, I believe. And 3rd was a charm. Yep. I believe that's right. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think I'm right on that. And they had just the best. They really had a good turnout. I would say something over 50 cars, give or take. Some came and went, so I'm figuring 50. The people just had a ball. The cars were fantastic. People were coming out of nowhere to look at them. There was a food truck, a very nice food truck, by the way, with actually hand-dipped ice cream and stuff. Yeah, not something that's frozen, like you can get at a store somewhere. No, these were real cones, for crying out loud. They're probably the only fly in the ointment they had. They had me as the DJ, but no, I enjoyed, and I don't think I did too darn bad a job either, to tell you the truth. Woo, tell you. And I kept the music flowing, and there were door prizes, and of course I think a trophy given out and such. And everybody at Quality Automotive just honestly they just had the best time looking at what they had created and experiencing it. It was just so doggone cool. Little kids were looking at the cars they had never seen before, and older folks. Gosh, older folks were remembering how, they had that old wood-paneled Ford station wagon. There was one of them. My parents had one. Yeah, and that was a lovely car. Oh, I loved it. That was the best car for kids because you could run around in the back. No, we weren't seatbelted in. We were running around like nuts in the back of the car. It was before seatbelts. But, oh, we were rotten kids. But the thing is the all in all, it was there was more than enough people getting a pleasant memory over looking at one car or another, and many looking and saying, "Woo, nice." And I'm sure the crew at Quality Automotive knew, they were probably talking to folks about different things maybe they could do to help the hot rod along. A lot of them are works in progress, and I don't know. All in all, it was a great night. It went from about, I think I started playing, around 4 o'clock. I think. It might have been 4:30, and we went till it was getting dark. Yep. And I had no gripe, absolutely no gripe whatsoever. It was just it was so cool to see, people actually getting together for a good time. Yeah, I don't know. Because we haven't seen much of that in a year or so. And it put a big old grin on my face, I can tell you that. Now that brings up a point. Folks did come over and say, well, you work at the Acme, at the store down the street. I said, yeah, I work there. They said, well, you're a DJ too? I said, oh yeah, been one of them for, gosh, about 3 decades now. Back when some of these songs were new, I was a DJ. They actually, now that I think about it, I was, if you count playing the records at the high school dances back in the 60s. And they said, gosh, we never knew. I said, well, now you do. And so I thought what I'd say real quick on this video is that I am available for DJ work. If you need me to host an event, I'd be glad to do it for you, give you a price. I don't charge, $1,000 a gig or anything. I usually get, for about a 4-hour gig, a one-time thing, maybe somewhere around $250 to $300, depending. I'll charge less if it's a gig where, it's going to happen every month or every week, and etc. You let me know. All you got to do is email me. DocSouthShow@yahoo.com. DocSouthShow@yahoo.com, and I'll get in touch with you. I should tell you what I have, because I'm not the one for your daughter's Sweet 16. She'll never speak to you again if you hire me. Never again. Okay. I know my own daughter, I think. No, they live too far away for me to play for my granddaughter Sadie's parties for her friends, but I know they would have tried to sidestep having me come out and play. And I don't blame them. Kids got their music. That's all. That's how it is. They don't need some old geezer there playing Earth Angel for slow dancing. But in any case, what I've got music actually from the 20s through the 70s. Yes, I do. I have music from the 20s. Actually, I have music actually from the teens. They're, the old copies off of records that were cylinders. Yeah. I've got them where I can play them on modern equipment, but yeah, I have some of that. Probably not 3 hours worth, but I have music of the 20s, the speakeasy era. That was absolutely wonderful music. People like Al Jolson and stuff. I can go into the 30s where you have, the start of the big bands coming out, and the Ozzie Nelson band. Not Ozzy Osbourne, Ozzie Nelson. Yeah, Ricky Nelson's dad. Yeah. I have, all that music. Fantastic stuff. Big band music from the 40s. And there was big band in the 30s, too. A lot of crooners, Bing Crosby and such. Sinatra, of course. There's so many. Ella Fitzgerald, I may have mentioned her already, but I got her for sure. And I can keep, and such a party from that, with that era as a theme, nicely. Of course, I have the mellow music of the 50s and the pop music of the 40s. I have, of course, doo-wop out the yin-yang. I've got, all the instrumental groups from back then. There's so many. And I can go into the 60s, there was doo-wop in the 60s. You got the Beatles, the British Invasion, and up into the 70s, even some of the disco era. When we get into the disco era, I'm kind of lost. But prior to that, yeah, I have quite a bit. And country music, I've got country music from when it first started all the way to somewhere in the 70s. And I could play that for literally hours and not repeat a song. Okay? So you get the idea. I am available. You just I would suggest you email me, DocSouthShow@yahoo.com. I do have to work around my work schedule at the Acme. It's only fair. But a lot of times they'll give me if I give them enough notice, they'll give me the time off. They're usually probably happy to get me out of there. Why'd you spill another bottle of milk? No. They're good. They're good people. I like them. I think they like me. And okay, so you get the idea. If you can use an oldies DJ, I got the oldies. And again, I don't charge $1,000 a gig or nothing even close. I'm probably not the one for a wedding, I should say. Yeah, I don't know all the protocol. If it's a I've done a few very informal weddings. I can handle that if someone guides me as to what's next. But there's such a regimented thing to a wedding, and I always goof it up. Yeah, and I don't want people getting divorced because of the DJ, Yeah. I mean, gee, right after they get married, they're mad at each other. Who picked him? Who hired that? Yeah, oh well, you get the idea. But all in all, though, I think I do a pretty good job. If you can use me, like I said, DocSouthShow@yahoo.com. And let's see, the second Friday of a given month into October, I've already got Quality Automotive booked for that evening. Okay, both Fridays. Okay. So, but other than that, I do have quite a few openings available. Saturday night, I'm at Jumboland, north of the where the Chatterbox used to be. Okay. I've talked way too long. That I should mention, when I DJ, I do like to tell little stories, tidbits of info about the songs. If I know anything about them, I like to pretend it's a radio show, but I'm doing it in person. Okay, so I don't just sit and play songs and stay quiet. I try to interact with the crowd if I can. Okay, I'll see you later. The personal touch. Yeah, there you go. I'll see you later. God bless, friends, and again, for the folks at Quality, George and his crew, I just can't thank you all enough. I'm so honored that you asked me to come do your cruise night. It's really I think it's going to be a good thing for the community. I'll see you later, friends. Thank you, and God bless.